5 wonderful businesses you can start with 500K in Kenya or just half a million in Kenya, and they are very lucrative and profitable in Kenya. All right. And number one is what I call the pig farming. If you have a small piece of land out there under your disposal, you can actually capitalize on that small piece of land, get yourself some several piglets, and you can be able to bring them up and actually get to earn something a lot of it. All right. For example, if you take an example, is that people are now transitioning from conventional way of consuming the goats and the beef or something of sort. The pig is really picking up somewhere. Pigs are really picking up somewhere, and a lot of butcheries and meat vendors are actually turning into selling the porks and something of sort. So it's a business that is promising, and you can actually get yourself into it. You can actually go there, grab that piece of land that you have already, maybe at your home in Ushago or something of sort, right? Just make a sort of a makeshift structure with a concrete, just a sort of several foot, and then get yourself some several piglets, and then within few months there you are, you have a pig that you can be able to sell either to some of these big companies, or you can actually go ahead and do that business yourself. For example, with that amount of money, you can decide to start a pig farming, and at the same time spare some little bit of money and then go ahead and start what I call the butchery yourself. So you be like this kind of a person. You're actually you're bringing up your own pigs to sell to your own shop. That way you can be able to maximize the profit. You not be able to consume the whole amount of pig that you're actually bringing up or breeding from your premises, but you can actually also sell the extras to other guys who are actually selling that specific pig. It's a business that is really picking up, and people are going to the pork way, and people are going to consuming the pork meat and something of sort. So if you can just get yourself into it, then you're good to go. All you need here is just a piece of land. Of course, just make a very small and sizable what do we call place where those pigs will be bred from and something of sort. Then get yourselves delivery places where you'll be, or suppliers where you'll be getting the feeds and something of sort. And within certain period of time, there you are. Let's say at 6 months or 5 months, there you have your pigs that you can be able to sell and start recouping back your money. The next business is the delivery business. Delivery business, you can actually choose to go this way and grab yourself with 500. You can grab yourself like you know 4 bikes. Actually, you can go for 4 bikes, maybe the second one but of good quality. You can go for 4 bikes and then identify several fast food vendors or shops or restaurants, and then consider you having a partnership whereby you offer them the logistics. Once maybe they have an order online or somewhere within a locality, of course it's not logic, maybe the business is in Nairobi and then you have an order in Nakuru. So but within the reasonable square kilometers, then you can be able to offer the delivery services. All right. This business is not saturated. A lot of people haven't got into the business, so you can actually get yourself into it and get started. All what you need is some good few riders who actually have the licensing to ride, because you need reputable people. You don't want people who just are crude and they don't even know the road signage and rules and regulation as far as the traffic are concerned, right? You need to have good riders on board, and then you need to have your bikes, and again you also need to have an office whereby you'll be controlling them from other central place, whereby they'll also be delivering the bikes. Once the day is closed, they you retain the bikes, because you cannot trust them with them going with the bikes to their places. So they just bring to you the design and everything is in good condition, and you start on a new day. It's a good business. If you get started, it can actually earn you something. And the third one is the electronic shop. All right, you can start a mini electronic shop with that amount of money. Right, it's one of the most competitive business, I agree, but the most point that you're supposed to understand is that as much as it's competitive, everybody gets their share. All right, it's a business that if you can get yourself where we have a large traffic of people, people moving around, and maybe probably the outskirts of a given town, because of course that amount of money cannot actually allow you to have a business within the CBD. Right, so if you can just grab one a piece of premise somewhere with a good traffic and get started with this business, guess what? It takes a very short period of time to actually break even, provided you have what we call the good branding system, and also you have what I call the required um, information as far as the advertisement of that business and linkage and good suppliers and distributors as far as are concerned. All right. And the other business, of course, it's a business that I call a small construction blending company, whereby you buy small machines that are used for construction. If you take an example and go to the industrial areas and you go to places where people construction are really picking up very well, right? So that really tells you you can get yourself into it. You can grab yourself if you have a knowledge as far as the constructions are concerned. You can actually go ahead and buy some several small machines that you can be able to learn, like the drills. You can have like the welding machines. You can get yourself something like the sanders. You can get yourself like vibrators, small mixers or something of sort. Slowly as the time goes, you can come up with a company that actually lends those machines to people, and you can earn something out of it. All right. It's a business that is picking up, and those fundis or those technicians who actually are assigned that job, some of them don't have all these machines, so you can take the advantage, tap the advantage of it, and you can actually earn something out of it. That is called the small construction lending machine. The last one but not the least, maybe you're out there, you don't love risks and something of sort, you're just this kind of a guy who don't want stab yourself or something of sort. You can go ahead and buy the treasury bonds, right? Or the treasury bills, or you can just buy shares. You just relax, shares of a circle, you can just go buy it, just relax, sit, and there you have your dividends at the end of the year. They just do the hustle and bustle, then there you are, you have your dividends, and you're good to go. All right, this is one of the ways that you find that a lot of people who don't love risk or something of sort, they get themselves into this business or this investment. Doesn't have really a large amount of in returns, but it's one of the surest way. It is not 100% sure, but it's one of the surest way of investing your money, and you're sure of having a return, because those people whom you are lending that money to, they also invest their money in what I call risk and low risk investments, right? So if you would like to have any of the above mentioned businesses, that is just but 5 of my 30 businesses that I've compiled in a booklet of 30 business ideas. If you are there and you'd like to get a piece of that 30 business books, or rather 30 business ideas compiled in a booklet, I can send it to you via your email, or I can send it to your WhatsApp if you contact me. I'll leave my contact on the description of this video, and you can be able to reach me. And maybe you're out there and you love this kind of a content. I talk about personal finance. Basically the guy who comes after you get your salary and tell you, hey, you know what, you can do this and the other and get yourself to the next level. All right, so anyway, don't forget to subscribe, click that red button. All right, turn on that notification bell so you'll be the first one to be notified when I upload a new video. And also leave your comment down below and give this video a thumbs up. And as of now, I want to say goodbye and see you in the next one.